Welcome back. Brand new episode 477 of the Mike Herrera podcast. And I didn't talk about it last week, but Furnace Fest was epic. We had the best time. Thanks to everybody that came and saw our set, helped us close out Friday night at Furnace Fest. I'm hearing that next year is going to be Furnace Fest's last year. So I guess MXPX is just happy to be part of the legacy, happy to be part of the event. And the show was epic, yes. Jeff Bedker, Jeff Suffering, however you know him, 90 Pound Wuss is his band. I didn't actually get to see their set at Furnace Fest, but I saw them in Bremerton, their first show back in, I don't know, however many years it was, 20 years or something. Saw that set, was awesome. But we were just busy doing other things during their set at Furnace Fest. But he came up, he played, he sang Fist versus Tact with us. It was so much fun. Rumors are that could happen again someday. MXPX is going to be playing live coming up in Las Vegas. But before we get to that, let me just finish out Furnace Fest a little bit. Aside from Jeff coming up singing Fist versus Tact, we had Steven Christian from Anne Berlin. He's their singer. Really, really great guy, friend of mine. And I asked him literally the night before the set. I was like, hey, would you be into, coming up and singing the breakdown of Stay Up All Night with us? And he did. He came up and he sang through the last chorus. It was so much fun. And I think we're going to continue to do that more and more. We always love having friends of ours come up and play and sing and just have, do something that actually adds to the show. We don't want, of course it's fun to just play with people, but if it's adding to the show, that's when we actually we'll continue to do it. So yeah, thanks to everybody that we met at the merch booth. We did a signing there, free signing, and had a great time talking and meeting with a bunch of people and getting photos. I saw pictures of MXPX karaoke in the hotel lobby of the actual hotel we were staying in. So there was obviously motels and hotels all over the place, people staying all over, but just so happened that MXPX karaoke was happening in our hotel. And no, I did not see it. I didn't go. I was probably close to being done for the night at that point. It was the night before our set, so I try not to get sucked into too many crazy parties on the night before a big show. That's just me being responsible. What? Shout out to our crew. MXPX crew was awesome. We always are getting better and better every show. It's hard to keep consistent, when we've sort of been eking our way back. I think pre-pandemic we had a pretty tight crew, and then of course taking all that time off really takes a toll on what what your protocols are, what your best practices are, not only as us as a band, but the crew as well. And we have new people coming in and learning the ropes, and we don't even remember exactly how we used to do things sometimes, but it's clicking, it's coming together. We're really happy about all that. That's all inside baseball stuff, but it's happening and it's been great. So more to come, of course. So yes, coming up, Las Vegas will be October 22 and 23 at the When We Were Young Festival. I don't know when the set times are. They don't tell us until probably the night before, maybe even the day of. It's like Warped Tour style kind of, but so we'll just find out and we'll figure that out. But that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's a bunch of other events happening the night before. There's some stuff happening either at the I don't remember the venue, but Sum 41's playing some shows with Less Than Jake, and that's going to be awesome. We might swing by there. Punk Rock Museum's going to be going on Friday night. I'd suggest, I think going there at a midnight or something like that would be perfect. But if you're up that late, but yeah, that's going to be a fun weekend. But I'm mainly focused. I'm focused on the shows and making sure that we, I know both sets, because I think I'm probably going to end up doing Goldfinger as well. I still have obviously it's still kind of up in the air, because if it conflicts, I can't do Goldfinger, and then what does Goldfinger do? We're screwed, right? So we might have to have a plan B. But That's just life, right? That's just the life we live up here. We're risking it all. All right, you guys. Coming up, end of the year, Seattle. We're going to be at the Showbox in Seattle with Diesel Boy. Awesome band. If you haven't seen them play, they're so much fun. They just started playing again. They took a long break, a long break. They basically broke up and got back together. And I'm so happy that they did because the world really has missed Diesel Boy. So if you don't know them, check them out. Really cool punk rock band. Anyway, December 30th, we'll be there. Tickets are on sale right now. Make sure you get those. And we're cooking up something. It's like the end of the year, so it's going to be a fun set. And then, of course, to kick off 2024, January 6th, we're going to be at the Hollywood Palladium, MXPX, Less Than Jake, RelientK, our good friends, and Smoking Popes. Actually, all of those bands are our good friends, but we just saw RelientK at Furnace Fest, and it was awesome to see them. They sounded awesome. They sounded so pro, and I'm really excited to have them at the Hollywood Palladium on the West Coast. A lot of people miss RelientK because they don't come to the West Coast often at all. So if you guys want to come see that banger of a show, it's January 6th. Tickets are on sale now. Hollywood Palladium. MXPX.com for tickets. MXPX.com for vinyl and wearables if you want to wear something. We got hoodies. We got t-shirts and beanies and all that. So very stoked on all that stuff we got in the store. And if you ever have a problem with anything, please email us. Customer service will take care of you. I promise. We'll do whatever it takes. All right. What else? Those are our shows so far. Yes, we are working on more shows for 2024. So stay tuned. If you're on the East Coast, if you're somewhere far away, stay tuned for that. We will be doing more. All right. Let's get to a couple voicemails. And let's get to New Music Monday, right? It's been a minute. And it's been so long because we've had the new MXPX album out. I've been so busy with that. I took a little break, not a break, but a break from the podcast and doing new episodes. And now I'm back trying to keep it rolling. And I'm still really busy. I'm not going to lie, people. My day-to-day, it's right now I get up, I hang with the kids, and then Holly's usually, either done with teaching them. Usually they get up early and do school. Or if she's going somewhere, then I hang with the kids and make breakfast, all that. Second breakfast, she's making first breakfast. I make second breakfast for the kids. And then, hang with them a little bit, right? And then I'm usually off to the studio, off here. I've been looking for gear today. I've been looking for some cabling that was missing, a power supply that's missing from a Wi-Fi that we use for our in-ear monitor rig. The one that I found seems to be the right one, but it doesn't seem to turn on the monitor rig. So I'm just like, or the Wi-Fi rig. So I'm just like, I'm going through, like, working through problems a lot of times. And the problems differ from need this now to need this. I'm going to need this by the time MXPX gets together for the next practice. So there's like different things, right? And right now also, so aside from doing that, I'm doing the podcast too, but really the most important thing that I need to be doing, I've saved for last. It's so typical me. Like, what is that? What's wrong with me that I saved the most important thing that needs to be done first? It doesn't need to be done today necessarily, but it needs to be done very soon. And that's editing some videos. I need to edit some videos that we have. And by videos, I don't mean music videos or anything like that. But I mean videos to post online, videos for shows, videos for promos, things like that, videos for the new album, that kind of stuff. So I'm doing that not all the time, but now and again when we have like a batch of stuff, then I'll do a bunch of that. And I'll be doing other stuff another week. Like the last few weeks, I've been doing a ton of press, podcasts, all of that. I was on the Rad Dad podcast. It came out last Friday. That's a Canadian podcast from Toronto area, I think. And that was great. It was something a little different. It's very music oriented, but still different because it's about being a parent and being a part of, a functioning member of society a little bit, or trying to be. But yeah, I've been on a ton of podcasts, so please check out the Mike Herrera podcast group, and there's a post on there that actually posts all the podcasts I've been on lately, although the latest ones aren't posted on there yet. We're going to need to update that. Speaking of the podcast group, if you guys want to submit your band or your song for New Music Monday, it doesn't have to be new music. You know, it's nice when it's new, but it's new to us. So it's New Music Monday to us. And post a YouTube link. Don't post a Spotify link. Not everybody has Spotify. So YouTube's free for anybody, even if they don't sign in. They can still check out your song, and that's why we do it that way. So post a YouTube link there, and we can all get it. And submit to the podcast, and I'll play it on the podcast. That's what we're going to do in a minute. But first, if you want to call in and leave a voicemail, please tell me what you think about the new album, Find a Way Home. What's your favorite song? What are you surprised? Anything, whatever. You know, obviously you can be negative if you want, but I prefer positive. I love keeping it positive and all that. But you know, your opinion is your opinion. So let me know. The number is 360-830-6660. And let's play some voicemails right now, a couple, and then we'll get into the new music. All right? All right, here's the first voicemail.
Hi, Mike. This is Jen from California. I called before. You wished me happy birthday, and I figured the least I could do is call back, try and rep for the ladies one more time, even though I hate hearing my voice. But anyway, just wanted to say that I'm so stoked you guys are coming back to California. I was not expecting that, and that's so awesome. It got me thinking about, gosh, I don't know how you talk so much. I get so nervous. But anyway, I got to thinking about when I saw you guys in Ventura many years ago. I hadn't been to a show in years, and I saw you guys with Five Iron Frenzy, and you covered Heard That Sound, and I remember seeing it live, and then I heard it on Spotify, and I was wondering if that was a recording from that particular show. I wish I remembered the year, but it was a while back. And also, if you were going to cover a song with Les and Jake with this upcoming January show, what would you do? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I love when you throw in the ska element mixed with the MXPX. Like, I think it's so rad. I personally may have a suggestion. Jen, that might be a good one. That would be pretty rad. But anyway, just thought I would call in a quick little blurb to just let you know how stoked I am to see you guys in January. And love the new music. And talk to you guys soon. Call in, ladies. Thanks, Mike. Bye.
You heard it from Jen. Call in, ladies. We need more of your voices on this podcast for sure. Not that we don't love the fellas, but we just don't have enough of you. Thanks for calling, Jen. I appreciate it. Yes, I remember that clip. Happy birthday. I remember wishing you happy birthday. We're coming back to California, January 6th. That's right. Hollywood Palladium. We're going to be playing with Less Than Jake. And so, there's a lot of possibilities on what we could do. And I hadn't thought about the Jen cover, but that's not a bad idea. It's a great song. It's a great suggestion. I wonder why you like it. But to be honest, the song that I love, and some people have seen me online, have posted videos of me singing with them, and the song's called Look What Happened. Less Than Jake has a song called Look What Happened. It's a great song. It's my favorite song. It's one of their biggest songs as far as I know, and it's just a really well-written song, man. It hits you. It hits you. The chorus is so good. So that's the song that I feel like we would cover if we covered a Less Than Jake song. Although I might just jump up and sing it with them during their set, like usual, and maybe I'll have somebody come in and sing something with us. But great idea. I love doing the a little bit of ska vibe in there, horns, things like that. And we started playing a lot with Five Iron Frenzy. We played with them on our very first tour when we came through Denver. We played the Azatlan Theater. It was Blenderhead and MXPX touring, and then they just were like the local opening band. Five Iron Frenzy was, and ever since then, we've played with them over and over the years, and our fans seem to. I don't think everybody likes them, and not necessarily every one of their fans likes MXPX, but there's a big sort of, I don't know, synergy that happens. Is that even the right way to use that word, synergy? Can't believe I used the word synergy, but I think that's what happens when we play with them. And doing that cover where their horn players come up and play Heard That Sound with us was just so much fun. So we decided to release it. Now, to your question about where was that recording from? Honestly, I don't know. It could have been from Ventura. I don't know, but I'm gonna guess that that's a little early, and maybe we recorded it at the in Orange County, at the observatory in Orange County. Now, I could be wrong, but I think maybe I'm right. Not the first time we played the observatory, but the second time. So anyway, very cool. All right. Thank you for your call, Jen. Appreciate you. Thanks for calling in. We'll see y'all in LA. Just keep spreading the word, and ladies, please call in. All right, let's do another voicemail here.
Hey, Mike. This is William from Birmingham, Alabama. At the time of calling, Furnace Fest is the day after tomorrow, and I'm going to miss it. I cannot make it, and I'm so bummed. Been a huge fan of MXPX since I was about 8 years old and before Everything and After came out, and I was playing that CD on repeat. I'm playing the new record on repeat, too. I've listened to it countless times. Love it to death. Anyway, by the time you get to answering this, you'll probably have already left Birmingham, so I gotta know, what do you think of Birmingham, man? In particular, I think if Birmingham has anything going for it, it's our food scene. So I want to know what the best thing you ate in Birmingham was. And just what you think of the city in general. I think it's an underrated place. So that's it. Looking forward to hearing your response. Have a good one, Mike.
Right on. Yeah, thanks for calling in, William. Birmingham was awesome, by the way. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show, podcast. It was so much fun to just be in a place. Like, I don't think we had ever flown into Birmingham before. We'd always driven through, always on tour, driven through. And that's probably why we haven't been to Birmingham in so long, was because we're not really driving through on tour anymore. We're going to like destinations. So here we are, we're in Birmingham, and I'm just like in the airport checking it out. It's like, okay, this is nice. This is much better than St. Louis. I always diss St. Louis airport because it's one of the worst airports. And I'm sure at some point it'll be one of the best airports because they're going to upgrade it. But Birmingham was nice. And so we stayed fairly close to the airport and fairly close to this festival. It was like 10 minutes either way. And that's like maybe even less than 10 minutes. It was really easy to get around Birmingham, and we went to dinner at a brewery, and it was a brewery type vibe, like smaller brewery, independent, and the food was great. Nobody complained. Everybody got what they wanted. I had one beer. I had a very light golden ale, like a blonde ale, something like that, something that I knew would not mess me up for, because if I have like a really dark amber or something like that, and then I'm having other things, that sometimes that can mess me up, but get a hangover, as evidenced the day after. Yeah, we had a great time. We had dinner. I think people had a range of things, from pork to Tom had like a chicken sandwich or something like that. I think I didn't have a burger. I had something else, but it did come with fries. It was really good, whatever it was. I don't remember. It's like I'm blanking. It's so hard to remember what you eat, man, it was good. And we went back happy, full, slept great, hung out a little more, obviously, but we had a nice night in Birmingham. The rest of the thing was mostly just, I don't think we ate out or anything. I think we just ate. We ate catering food at Furnace Fest, which was good. There was this spinach salad that had spinach, strawberries, goat cheese crumbles, maybe a little bit of like some like candied walnuts, but like not just a few, just like a little bit. And then you could drizzle this sort of dressing. It was I don't know, like a sweet dressing, like a brown dressing. It looked kind of like brown gravy in a way, but it wasn't. It was dry. It was, this combination of things was probably the best thing I ate all weekend. That salad was amazing. And then of course we came back, that was lunch, and we came back for dinner and they had just a regular salad. And I was just like, oh man, womp womp. It was like, I was like, man, I hope they have that salad again. Of course they didn't. So Birmingham was great food-wise and devastating when they didn't have the salad again. Thanks for calling in, William. And thanks for listening to the new record, man. Sorry you missed the show. It was epic, but come find us. Come see a show. We'll still be here. At least another year or two. I mean, as long as this album cycle goes, right? All right. Let's do one more voicemail, and then we're getting to Music Monday, okay? Let's go.
Hey, Mike. It's Josh Jones calling from Bremerton, Washington again. I just wanted to call in and talk about your album. I just got done listening to the podcast where you kind of talked about it a little bit, and I had a couple thoughts on it. First off, I think it's really well done, and it is. Whenever you guys put out an album, it's kind of hard to like know what to expect, but it's good. It's a really good album. It's great. It's better. I don't want to say it's better than I expected because honestly, this time I expected a lot. The last album you guys put out a few years ago exceeded my expectations at that point, and you know this one was great. So I've listened to it. I can't even tell you how many times I've listened to it over the last couple of weeks. I have it on almost constantly, playing in the background while I'm at work. So I haven't yet had a chance to sit down, pull up the lyrics and go through, and really digest a lot of it. But yeah, I'm listening to it almost nonstop. And I expect I probably will be for the next couple of months. I really like, the first track, on the album. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that you guys did the music video with. That one is probably my favorite. The one where you speak in French, that's really good. And then, the song where there's no lyrics, followed up by the one right after it, the intro to it is really cleverly done. And I really like it, when you slow down and you get, instrumental, when it's like mainly guitar or bass or whatnot. It sounds like the first time I heard that years ago, on the Life in General album, Southbound, the way that song was wrapped up was really, really well done. Obviously, Can't Keep Waiting. That's a really awesome outro too. So, just to be able to sit there and like listen to the silence while the music plays is always good. Yeah, so that's what I think about the album. It's excellent. I hope that you guys have some sort of B-sides that you want to put out. Maybe, who knows? And looking forward to seeing you guys in Seattle. Hopefully I'll be around for it. And if I am, you'll see me in the pit. All right. Peace.
Man, that means a lot, Josh. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your thoughts on the record. Thank you for listening to it nonstop. And the fact that like the lyrics aren't even that important. It's like more like the feeling of what you're hearing and even just being able to appreciate a song like Sunrise, the instrumental with no lyrics, to listen to the silence while the music plays. That's kind of interesting. That's a really interesting thought. I love that, man. Thank you. That's. I want to hear your thoughts on the record, and that was spot on. That was rad. Hope you are around when we're in Seattle. I know that you probably deploy now and again, and you're out of town and things like that. So, hey, fingers crossed. Thanks, Josh. We'll see you in the pit. December 30th. Hopefully, I mean, that's like right at the end of the year. Hopefully you're not working. All right, let's get to Music Monday. Let's do this, okay? Let's make this happen. Now, let me find my guy. So let me start with this. We have the first one is, I'm not sure exactly how to say your name. It's a guy, and it's Andrea the Reeler Jankulovsky. And this is all on the Facebook message group, or on the Mike Herrera podcast Facebook group. It's all right there. So I'm getting all these entries from the Facebook group. All right. First off, congratulations on the new album. It's been some time since I enjoyed a melodic punk rock album that much, especially the last couple of songs. Also, after listening to Tom on One Life, One Chance, I'm totally hooked on that banana ice cream. So thanks for that too. We were on Toby Morse podcast, One Life, One Chance, a while ago. If you missed that, it's a great podcast, and you get a lot of like our formative stories and like what it was like to like go to hardcore shows as kids and stuff like that, and punk shows. All right, continuing with what Andrea is saying. Here's my contribution to Music Monday. My band 7 Years Bad Luck is a punk rock band based in Western Austria. This song is from our latest record, which was released on August 4th on Monster Zero Records. What makes this one special for us is that we recorded, mixed, and mastered everything ourselves. Hope you like it. Hey, I know how that feels. It is cool to kind of do things yourself and see how you can just make things happen. All right, let's play it. I'm going to play excerpts from these songs, not the whole songs, of course. I'll get flagged and all that here and there, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. Here's 7 Years Bad Luck, and the song is called Smokestacks. All right, that was cool, man. 7 Years Bad Luck. The song's called Smokestacks. I dig it right away, man. It's got a good vibe to it. It's got a good beat. It's got a good melody. It's got energy that brings you up. I don't remember any of the lyrics yet. I would have to probably listen again. But, like, that's okay because, like we was just talking about with Josh on the last call, sometimes you don't even notice the lyrics. You're just kind of like vibing, and that's what I was just doing, man. And that's how you get people hooked, and then they start listening to the lyrics, and then there's another sort of like another layer of enjoyment, appreciation for a song and for a band or whatever, for a group of things. So that was cool. That's 7 Years Bad Luck. And the next one is, again, I hope I don't mispronounce this band name, El Owl. So El Owl. Okay, maybe it's a Mexican thing. El Owl, like the owl. El Owl. El Owl. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you're going to have to call in and tell us how to pronounce your band name. So here's the message. Hey, Mike, or whoever sees this, please consider this our submission for New Music Monday. We'll be playing this one at Furnace Fest pre-show at Saturn on 9/21. Awesome. We obviously missed it because that's in the past, but I hope the show went awesome, and let's play El Owl. and the song is going to be called Cut It Out. Cut It Out. Okay. Dude, I hope you guys had a great show. Here's Ill Owl, Cut It Out. I hear a piano.
I know you've had it with my excuses. There's no excuse for all the foolish things I've done. You wish I'd grow up, get it together, cut all the bullshit and act my age for once. But every time that it seems I've made progress, I make some short-sighted decision in haste. I keep reverting to all my bad habits, despite consequences that I might face. I'm stuck constantly dwelling on the things I've said and done.
All right, cool. Ill Owl. I did not know what to expect when I first heard the piano come in, and I was like, okay, this could be interesting. And to me, it kind of feels like a punk band with piano. I mean, it does have, it's getting pop on the chorus, and on the pre-chorus even, it was getting a little pop. But I really liked it. Like once the singing started on that first verse, it's like, yeah, you saw me grooving. Like I could see how that would be a really fun band to see live, because piano sounds so good live. When you see RelientK live, they sound so good because, dude, that piano just is so beautiful sounding, right? Well done, guys. Go check out Ill Owl, and apparently they're playing live as well. So maybe down south, down in Birmingham area, see where you're at. I didn't look up anything about your bio or anything, guys, so apologize if you're not from down there. But people can find it if they really dig that piano thing, which is, I thought it was cool. All right. Next up, we have David Josiah Curtis. This is David from Sidewalk Slam, I think. Anyway, dude, it's awesome. Here's his message. Hey, Mike, was listening to the last podcast and heard about Music Monday. Here's the tune I'd love for you to check out. And the link, and then excited about the new MXPX record. Yeah, David Curtis. Arrows is the name of the song. And yeah, I know David. I know David personally. He's a great guy and a really good songwriter. So let's see what he's got going on here. This must be his solo stuff he's doing. I'll play a little piece of it.
From here to over the moon, I smile to light the whole room. Strawberry hair and eyes so blue, you dance and spin to the groove. My girl, the world will watch you. Given by the grace of God, you are heroes in your mother's arms, written on your father's horns. You captivate, given by the grace of God.
All right. David Curtis, Arrows. That's a sweet sounding song. I have a feeling that's written about his baby girl or baby boy, but not exactly sure. Really cool. Yeah, David, check out his music. It's real pop, real catchy. Really, I like the way he's playing that guitar. Dun, dun. If you're not seeing the video, I was watching the video, and he's playing with the guitar with his fingers, which is kind of weird. Honestly, not a lot of people do that. I've tried that. It's kind of fun to do, but I don't do it all the time. It kind of tears up your fingers a little bit. But Matt Thiessen from RelientK plays with his thumb. He plays He like literally strums all the, like those punk rock parts. He'll strum it with his fingers instead of using a pick. It's super weird looking, and this is kind of similar to that. I dig it because I like to see people play instruments in a very unorthodox way. I feel like anytime you do that, it really like brings out something different. Like the way that guitar part sounds, you wouldn't get that sound unless you're plucking those strings with your fingers like he's doing right there. Really cool. Thanks, David. Thanks for sending that in. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Let's do one more. We got one more, and somebody submitted something else on the Facebook group, but it wasn't a YouTube link, so I didn't grab it. Anyway, so here's one more. This is from Stephen Rovery. New Music Monday submission. American Television is a DC area pop punk band. Our new album Scars will be released September 22 via Smart Punk Records. We've got dates lined up through the end of the year from North Carolina to New York. Hope to see you out there. Like Mike Herrera says, leave a comment on the video and let us know what you think. We love to hear from you. Pre-order is available at smartpunkshop.com. All right, American Television. The song's called Bittersweet. Let's check it out. Play a little bit of it. Okay. I was just getting into that. Because it's just the video is so funny. Great job, guys. Dig it already. It's just got a good beat. It's like punk and fun and just happy. Makes me happy. So the video is funny. It's always funny when the main character is getting yelled at by somebody, like by their boss or something. They're just getting yelled at, or by their girlfriend or their wife. It's just, to me, I think that's funny. I think it's classic. So well done, American Television. Check out their tour dates if you're on the East Coast. Sounds like they're going to be busy, and they got a new record coming. So I wish them all the best. It's awesome to see bands putting together, something real, something like a little run. And that's, I love to see it. Love to see it, man. And well done. Good song, good video. We'll do it again. All right, this song, When We Broke Through, it's a really fun song. It's a song that we really felt like was powerful, and when it hits really nice. And the video is something we've always wanted to do, just like a really simple white backdrop. This was Tom's idea. His first idea for a video was like, I just want to be playing in a white room. So this is that video, When We Broke Through. And then for a video, you just have to do that over and over and over again a bunch of times until you feel like you have enough takes. And that's making a music video. This was a soundstage in Seattle, Washington. North Seattle, like northern area. Not downtown. Not super far from downtown, actually. It wasn't super north either, I guess. But I do remember going across a bridge. So I think it was in the Wallingford area. Anyway, fun. Yep. Being musicians being artists, having a good time. All right, so that's enough of that. Check out the videos every Monday. You know. All right, that's enough of that. Check out the MXPX YouTube page. Subscribe if you haven't already done that. Would love for you to be part of the MXPX just family. Just be part of it. You know, you're already part of this podcast family. I couldn't imagine you not being part of this podcast family. So thanks for listening. And please keep submitting if you have a band or if your friend has a band and you think they're really good. Submit a song to Music Monday on the podcast group, the Mike Herrera podcast group. You can always hit me up over on the Mike Herrera podcast Instagram, but I would say the best place to submit actually is the Facebook. All right. If you want to call in, 360-830-6660. Shout out to my good friend Bob McKnight for producing, editing, being an all-around great guy, and helping me put all this together. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you all. MXPX.com if you want vinyl and wearables and all that good stuff. We appreciate you. Thanks for keeping the lights on and supporting what we do. We'll see you out there. Cheers.